Welcome back to the Gentleman's Playbook. I'm your host, Rod Warner. Today I have two exciting, brilliant, young, exciting men that I really want to introduce you to when we come back to the Gentleman's Playbook. Welcome back to the Gentleman's Playbook. I'm your host, Rod Warner. Today, I have some young, exciting guests. When we come back from the Gentleman's Playbook, I'll introduce them. Welcome. Welcome back to the Gentleman's Playbook. I'm your host, Rod Warner. Today, I have with me Charles Caesar. Say hello, Charles.
What's going on? How's everybody doing?
Then I have Britt Lewis. Say hello, Britt, to everybody.
How you doing, everybody? What's going
on? Charles, can you tell us your occupation?
Yes. I am an entrepreneur, fashion designer, and owner of Coat Collection.
And can you tell us your occupation?
Yes, of course. I am an entrepreneur as well. I own B3 Services and Simply Rug Cleaning.
Okay. Now, guys, being these two entrepreneurs and when it comes to dating, how do you guys navigate dating and being an entrepreneur?
Sometimes it's tough, but for me, I like to prioritize my goals first.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's somebody that I feel like can fit into that, then I guess,
yeah.
we'll...
Yeah, okay. What about you, Britt?
That's a easy and a tough question, realistically. It didn't start out easy. It started out hard, when you become an entrepreneur, because work has got to come first.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay the bills. You got to attend to your clients before anything. So I had to learn to have a day or two aside to be able to date. So Thursday is a date night, or Tuesday maybe a date night, and then whatever free time I have after that, we'll be able to do that. But consistency is the key.
Okay, cool. You guys read my book, and you guys have. Did I miss it or did I nail it?
I believe you nailed it, man. I believe you nailed it. You're spot on about a lot of stuff.
Okay. What about you, John?
Yeah, I agree. You hit the nail on the head with it. There's a lot of gems in there, a lot of things that I wish that I would have known when I was a little bit younger. But yeah, you definitely killed it.
Now, both of you guys have been raised by fathers whom I've met several times. Reading the book, what didn't your father teach you about getting a woman?
Man, okay. There was a lot of things. It was just the breakdown, the explanation wasn't there. It was just, hey, treat a woman right, and that's it.
Right.
I didn't exactly know how to treat a woman, you know what I mean? So, and that had to come from, other male figures, in my life growing up. And then it took a lot of learning growing up as well, too. The older you get, the more wiser you become, the more you go through.
What about you?
For me, what didn't he teach me about getting a woman?
Yeah.
I would say that probably maybe the style aspect of it, like how to dress to appeal to women.
Yeah.
My father wasn't really big on clothes and appearance. But I would say that that's probably one thing that he didn't teach me.
You guys are obviously younger than me. What is it that you think the younger generation are missing when it comes to getting a woman?
I would say the navigation aspect, the teaching aspect. Like I'm a father. You're a father as well. I'm not sure if he is, but
he is.
I am.
Okay, so we're all fathers sitting here. it's the teaching aspect of it. I think that's missing. I think that's missing in how to treat a woman, the things that how you should talk to a woman. Chivalry, for instance, how you should dress, how you should smell, hygiene. Very big. And I don't think that's being taught.
Mm-hmm.
It's taught in the household. Hey, brush your teeth, wash your face when you get up, make sure you clean. But to learn how to approach a woman, what you should say when you approach her, I don't think that aspect has really been pointed out to our youth like it should.
Now, being that all of us are fathers of daughters, and what reading the book, what's one of the things you can teach her when it comes to picking a guy, Charles?
One of the things that I feel like I can teach my daughter when it comes to picking a guy, to make sure that he respects her. Make sure he's intentional with everything that he does. And for me, it's just all about respect, Bottom line, that's what it is for me, respect.
Okay. What about you, Brett?
I can agree with that 100%. I would also say conversation. Listen, pay attention. I'm a firm believer a person's going to tell you a lot about themselves if you just sit back and listen. And that's how you pick. That's how you decide if you should move forward or not. Just pay attention and listen.
I would teach my daughter patience, because time will smoke out any deception. If you just kind of watch the movie develop. I think a lot of times in relationships, they don't let it develop because you like a person and you just want to go all in. But what are their habits? And I wouldn't take a person serious after at least a year of dating. Now, they stay around with you after a year, then you can take it serious. But I think sometimes, like I teach my daughter, it's like building a house. I mean, you lay the foundation, the frame, you put sheetrock in it, but the house is not ready to move in. And I think sometimes we move in relationships too fast. And sometimes as females, when they see that guy, they be like, like a game we used to play when we was a kid. That's my car. And they be like, that's my guy. And they just don't, they don't let it develop enough. And even though the house or the relationship looks like it's ready or it looks prepared, but it's not finished. You still have to put the locks on the doors. And you still have to paint the inside, and you still have to make sure the air quality is flowing. And it takes time to develop a relationship. When we come back from the Gentleman's Playbook, I'm going to talk to you guys more in depth about relationships and in women. I'm your host, Rod Warner. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to transform your dating life? Introducing the amazing book written by Rod Warner, The 7 S's to Getting Any Woman. This guide reveals 7 powerful principles to build unshakable confidence and create genuine attraction. Stop guessing and start succeeding. Get your copy today at rodwarnerbooks.com.
Welcome back to the Gentleman's Playbook. I'm your host, Rod Warner, and today I have 2 exciting hosts, Britt Lewis and the Code Collection creator, Charles Caesar. Guys, what type of, I know you guys father daughters, what type of man do you guys want to be known for when fathering your daughter?
For me, I want to be known as a loving father, understanding, fun, caring, helpful. I want my daughter to know that she can rely on me for anything at all. So for me, I think those are the main things that I want my daughter to remember me for.
What about you?
Well said, by the way. I would say, knowing that my daughter can come to me about anything, somebody she can depend and rely on. Also, not just that, but you can talk to me. It doesn't matter what it's about. Whatever's going on in your life, you can come to me. I don't want to be known as the father that you can't come to, but the father you can come to, and it doesn't matter what it's about.
I think if I had to answer that question, guys, I would answer that question. For one, what I say matters, that my words mean something. The second thing I probably would say is if you start something, finish it. And the third thing that I probably would want my daughter to remember me by is that my father mattered. And I really want to be seen as that guy that she really admires and respect. And respect is not something that's taught. Respect is these three things. When you hold something in the highest regards, the second thing, you sing his praises by acknowledging, and the third thing, you never want to let it down. We're not taught respect in our community. It's just not taught. We know what disrespect looks like, but we don't know what respect looks like. So when you respect something or someone, you hold it in the highest regard. And this is the same thing of teaching of Christ and, his reverence of his name. Hold it in the highest regard. You sing his praises by acknowledgement, and you never want to let it down. What do you guys think?
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, I mean,
You like that?
hard
Yeah.
to top that. Yeah.
Well, but like you were saying, you want somebody to respect your daughter.
100%.
Think about it. That's what any father would want. And here's the other side of that coin. Women should do that for men, and men should do that for women. And when we respect each other, imagine what type of relationship we have when we just simply respect someone. When we come back from the Gentleman's Playbook, we have a special question that I came up in my mind when we come back. I'm your host, Rod Warner.
Imagine walking into any room with unshakable confidence. Rod Warner's The 7 S's makes it possible. This proven guide distills the art of attraction into 7 powerful principles. Stop feeling lost and start building genuine connections that last. Your journey to a better social life begins now. Get the book on Amazon.
Welcome back to the Gentleman's Playbook. I'm your host, Rod Warner. Hey, the question that I have for you guys is this, and I really want you to think about it, okay? If you knew that you couldn't fail, and I guarantee you couldn't fail, it was backed by Tyler Perry and Jeff Bezos and Oprah and even Elon Musk, and we told you you couldn't fail, what would you guys be doing?
I think I would be doing exactly what I'm doing now, designing clothes and trying to inspire the world through fashion.
Would you do it on a bigger scale?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So my question to you, what's stopping you?
Probably myself. Probably myself and the unknown.
Okay.
Fear of the unknown.
Okay. What say you, Brett?
I would say, what's stopping me or what would I do?
What would you be doing?
I would still be an entrepreneur. What I'm doing right now, I wouldn't stop, but I would make it better. Because obviously with Tyler Perry, Elon Musk, the funding is different. But I would pour in, I would take that and pour into what I'm doing and make it flourish.
Right.
I wouldn't abandon it.
I think a lot of times we get in our own way because our level of belief. I know when I was writing my book, The 7 S's to Getting a Woman, I wrote it about 2 years ago, but I never really put it out because I was afraid of the fame that it would bring, because I know I wrote something that was so spectacular and so spot on, and it was God inspired, and I know what I have is actually extraordinary. So for me, it was the fear of being famous, fear of that, the notoriety that I would get from it. But I actually took a step forward now, and I actually believed in something that I didn't. I had this one thing, guys. I was so good in believing in God, but I was horrible believing in myself. I would say one thing and I would do something else. But when I remember this scripture that Apostle Paul said that I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthened me, when I really believed that, man, I moved differently. And now I actually take that and I'm moving forward. I am living what I want to do. I'm doing it without fear, without any repercussion, without any shame, without any guilt. And this is things of being a gentleman. I am the example that I want to see. I am the man who I want to see. And one damn thing I can tell you, I am proud of the man who I've become. I want to thank my gentleman for actually coming on as my guest today, Britt Lewis. Charles Caesar, Code Collection, man. I buy his stuff. That's why I'm smiling. But I thank you guys for actually taking out the time and sitting with me. Guys, I want to thank you for joining in to my podcast. It's something that is new for me, but I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Shout out to Dream. Shout out to Solo Blaze, his new cologne. Shout out to Mr. Cologne 76, and shout out to everybody who has bought my book. I guarantee 100% that I will exceed your level of expectation. I'm your host, Rod Warner, The Gentleman's Playbook. Thank you guys for tuning in.